Hi, Alan. Shabbat shalom. How are you? You're muted. You're muted, Alan. Hi, Esther. How are you? You're muted. Yeah,
It's been a hard day, right?
it's been a hard day. It's been a
Wow.
hard day. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a hard day. Yeah. How are you?
Good enough, grateful. What can I say?
Yeah.
Just grateful as the answer for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to, right? It's that you don't want to count your thanks against. I remember my grandmother always just say, you don't want to count your thanks against other people's service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. How are you both?
Good,
Fine,
good, thank you.
thanks.
Good.
We watched the funeral. Very tough. Very tough.
Yeah. Yeah. To be sure. To be sure. Bonnie, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm sure you are. Yeah, I'm sure. Alan, how are you feeling? Are you frozen, Alan?
I think
I
yes.
see it's frozen, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, RJ. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbos.
How are you? Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Hello,
shalom.
Renata.
Hello, Cantor. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Hi, Alan. Both Alans. Hi, Alan Wertheimer. How are you? Shabbat shalom.
The nice service today. We were Zooming from Sarasota.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Very sad. Very sad. Yeah, we were just saying, very sad day today. I think all the way around. Yeah. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Debbie. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's got that same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a gray day here too.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, there was comfort in seeing you and Elise and Renata and Rabbi Katz.
For all the wrong reasons, but yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was good that we could all four be there for
Right.
her, for
Right.
her, and yeah, I was grateful, given all the different pieces, right, that we could do that.
Right.
Yeah. Hi, Flo. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Renata.
Shabbat shalom.
Ellen, I'm gonna go work on dinner for just a minute.
Fine, sure.
How's things in Florida? Did you drive there or you?
We
flew?
drove here. We drove here and we're able to be outside to walk and to swim. But we're pretty much staying close to home.
Florida is a
There are a lot of people who
dangerous place right
a
now.
lot of people who aren't masking, so we just kind of stay to ourselves most of the time.
Is the ocean warm? Can you swim in the ocean?
I think you can. We haven't. There's a pool right downstairs at the foot of our building. So we go early and then we swim before other people do.
That's
They
fine.
they say that that's how they know you're a northerner.
Right,
Right.
right.
We won't go in the ocean, right?
Right. After October, it's too cold for Floridians, is what I understand. Yeah.
Well,
I
They
will
should know what-
swim any day.
they should learn what cold really is.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Claudia. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi.
Shalom, Claudia.
Hi, Esther and Alan and Judy and Alan and everybody.
Hi, Claudia.
Shabbat
And
shalom.
we don't have to go out in the cold to come. This is lovely. I mean, I miss the sanctuary,
Hi.
but it's easier to come.
That it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's, and you don't need to park, and you don't need to get a seat early, and right?
Well,
The upside, right? The upside.
well, thank you for telling us because, I always feel like can't wait to get out in the sanctuary, and
Yeah.
there. And it's good to know that this is working.
Yeah, it is working. And as I signed on, I looked at the picture of the sanctuary and said, "Hi, we'll be back. We're coming
Yeah.
one of these times."
It's waiting for us. It's waiting, all in
It
its right
is.
time, right? All in its right time.
Yeah.
Hi, Janet.
When it's right, we'll get there.
Alibi.
Hi, Steve. Is that the Zwart family? I think the Zwart family have honors tonight, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Janet, I'm
Hi,
giving
Abby and Marcia.
if you can hear me.
Hi, Flo.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I don't see anybody. It's like I've been living in a cave for the past year.
Well, then you came to the right place.
Yes.
Welcome to the Brady Bunch.
This is our cave.
Right.
All together. So, yeah. Hi,
Everybody.
Hi,
Much
Maria.
Hi, Marlene.
So,
Hi.
Oh, stop.
Hi, hi, Stacy.
I think so.
Abby, we've been watching my son's dog again this week.
How much fun is that?
So much fun, it's hard to even imagine, and especially with the cat hiding out in the basement.
Did you have to have the dog COVID tested before he could come? And
Oh gosh, we should have done that. Oh well.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Ed.
Oh,
Ed,
hi Judy.
Hi, come on in.
Hi, Saul.
I do have another person in my house.
Oh wow.
Who's that stranger?
Hi. Hi, Marcia and Abby.
Hi.
what are you doing with that old man?
I know.
That's the birthday boy. Happy belated. Happy belated.
Thank you, thank you.
And there's Claudia Brent. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Judy. How are? Oh, and Alan. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Claudia.
He comes out 3 times a year, 4 times a year,
Whether he needs it or not.
And Stacy.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. It's good to
Shabbat
see you.
shalom, Lauren.
Hi, Saul. Good to see you, Saul.
Oh, hi, Saul.
No kayaking today, Lauren?
You're right.
It's raining and it's dark.
And it's cold.
A little bit cold, yeah.
Yeah, for kayaking.
Tomorrow, they're going to drain the canal next week. So
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So tomorrow's your last day?
yes,
Okay.
we'll have a day of mourning.
Yeah.
But in the daylight.
Yeah.
Well, they just said something about snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it ever get deep enough to freeze to skate on?
It does.
It does. Okay. Or cross country ski or something.
Will we see you skating on Shabbat someday? Or
That's right.
You'll see me ski. The water goes down. The water goes down, so it's hard to get down there. So
yeah, but if anybody could do it, you could do it, Lauren.
Right.
one day. There's other
They
places.
drained the canal by you, didn't they?
Yeah, they do.
So
No,
I know
not-
they
not-
drained
not
the canal up here.
No, not in Brockport. It's still, the water's still up.
Oh.
2, 3,
Hmm.
20.
I love the canal. We used to cross country ski on there all the time.
Oh wow.
Oh,
On the side.
see, it's
Still do it.
so much.
There was a name, not a.
Oh, Gene Schwartz.
I don't know them.
Where's,
Hi, Susan Etkin.
yeah, she just disappeared.
Hi,
Oh, there she is.
everybody.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Susan.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh, Shabbat Shalom, Ron and Karen.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom.
He's got cancer very badly.
Hey, Sal, it's good to see you there.
He does.
Hello, Ron and Karen.
Hello.
Oh, I
Hello,
know.
Alan.
Hi, Ellen
Hi.
and
Hi,
Judy.
Ellen and Judy.
Hi, I was in the other room.
Oh, Ellen and
Shabbat shalom.
Judy. Ellen and Judy.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Marilyn Marvin.
Oh, Howard Itkin too. Hi, Howard Itkin.
Hi, Renee. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
How are you, Linda?
Shabbat shalom.
Reach your bone behind me.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Hi, Swartz.
Shabbat shalom all.
Hi, Kama Brecos. Good to see you.
Oh, that's what she.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Marie.
You're muted.
Hi, Marie.
There she is.
Oh, no, she heard you.
Howard and
Shabbat
Susan.
shalom.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi,
Oh, hi,
Shabbat
Joyce.
shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
In cases there are two people. So it's
Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor.
okay.
Such a tough job you have.
Yeah. And then these are the other people.
I'm saying, oh, I see, there are 2 pages.
Right, 2 pages.
We'll get started just in a minute or so. I think we still have some more people signing on.
Yep.
And then we'll get started. We'll get started with Shabbat. It's nice to have so many of you here, as always, and nice to have friends from religious school who are participating tonight as well, which we're delighted about, just delighted.
The Elan. Hi, Elan.
I didn't see one, but
You make me on page 2.
Hello, everybody.
there are 2 pages. I'll just read it.
Ann and Bruce Leonard.
Gene Schwartz is the man.
Mhm.
I was visualizing
His
a
wife is
woman.
back.
And there's Pauline. Hi, Pauline.
Hello, Pauline.
I think I met them.
Hi, Len and Yoka. Good to see you as well.
Unmute us.
Saul, I like your background. You look very
Hi.
cosmic. Cosmic, Saul.
Thank you.
Wow, voice change.
Hi, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Good to have you. Good to always be with you to welcome Shabbat in together. It's been a tough day for a lot of us, I know, and it's good actually. It's good to come home to my kids, and it's good to come home to you tonight as well. So thank you. Shabbat Shalom. I'm looking forward to easing into a different space with you tonight. I think many of us are grieving the sudden loss of Charlie Schachter, of Joyce's husband. And I know many of you were with them and with us this afternoon online. And it is an extraordinary thing, this community of ours. I could have never imagined when I joined you to know the level of care that you all have for one another is unlike any place else. So bless you, and thank you. And let's move into the space of Shabbat together and pray and give thanks and be aware of the passage of time and the holiness of time as we celebrate Shabbat together. So to our participants tonight, we're so glad that you're here, and you should feel free to unmute yourself at your time when your slide appears. And for everybody else, do join us, please, in song, in prayer, in silence. Your energy was, for me, palpable when we signed on tonight. So thank you, and I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Please join me with the Nigun. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la Ya la 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 la. Ya la ya la 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 la. Ya ya la la ya la la la. Ya ya la la la.
Let's begin. We'll share this passage together as we move into this sacred space. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. And through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, and my capacity to love. Sport family, we will invite you and all of you at home who have candles to kindle to please join. They will share this passage, but please kindle your lights at home as well. Let's bring some light and some warmth to this space.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Amen.
Amen. I feel like it's Hanukkah now already. Thank you.
Soon approaching, right? Just in less than a week, Hanukkah will be with us. So it's good for us to get practicing earlier. Join us, please, as we give thanks. We add holiness, sanctity, kedusha to this day with the sharing of kiddush. The Kostecki family will join us. We'll invite you, please, in body or in spirit, to rise as we continue.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho ba'ava uvratzon hinkilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit. Ki hu yom tequila likmare kodesh, zeker litziat mitzrayim. Ki vanu vakarta, otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim. V'shabbat kachaka, v'ahava uvratzon hinkaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim. Beautiful.
And I think we had maybe a four-legged friend joining us in Kiddush as well tonight. That was nice. We don't often have that. Please be seated. Please be seated. Let's continue as we turn our hearts and our prayers towards Shabbat, knowing that as we keep Shabbat, God watches over us. And it is our covenant. It is our pact. It is our agreement and our gift between us and God. Join us, please, as we continue in song.
Yeshmer Shabbat, Yeshmereni. Yeshmer Shabbat, Yeshmereni. Atil meyad beino veini. Atil meyad beino veini. ישמר השבת, אל ישמרני, ישמר השבת, אל ישמרני.
From Psalm 95, we say, "Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai, raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song, for Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings." We continue, we usher in, we welcome in Shabbat with the singing of Lecha Dodi. It is our custom at the last verse, as you know, so many of you know and practice at the very last verse to actually rise and to greet her, to greet the Sabbath bride. Join us please in song and in prayer and in movement.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, yishmianu el ha'meichad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'litiferet v'litchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki hi mekor habracha, mirosh mikerem nesucha, samase b'machshavat chila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, toreri, ki barach komi ori, ori shir daberi, ki vod Adonai chalak nidla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, to'emunei yom segula, boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela.
And please be seated as we continue. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There is no place on earth without the presence.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash merabah, b'amar yivarach yirotei v'yamlik malchotei, b'chayechanu v'yamechon, u'chayedecha bet Israel, bagala, u'bizman kariv v'imeru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, Le'olam u'la'almei almayai, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmir kudesha brihut. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'ne'emata, damiran me'alema v'yimeru. Amen.
We continue with our call to worship. We invite you please in body or in spirit to rise.
Yai, lai, lai, yai, Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Lai, 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 lai,
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of day and night. You roll light away from darkness and darkness from light. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aruvim. In love, you offered your people Israel your Torah and mitzvot. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Yisrael, Adonai Elohim, Adonai
And please be seated as we continue with the Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להות ידיך והיו לרדפות בין עיניך וכתבתם בזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Moshe u'Miriam u'vnei Yisrael anu shira b'simcha rabah ve'amru chulam. Moses, Miriam, and Israel responded with song to you, all of them proclaiming with joy.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Vihi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, vihi kamocha neger b'kodesh, Torah tekilo osef eleh, Torah tekilo osef eleh, מלכותך ראו בניך כהים לפני משה מרים. לי אמרו אדוני עמו אל המועד.
Continue together, Baruch atah Adonai, Hapores Sukat Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael Ve'al Yerushalayim. Spread over us your shelter of peace.
We'll continue with the Shabbat song of Shamru. This is a composition by Danny Messing. He wrote this song. He will be our composer in residence in January. He's also a scholar, very talented person, composer, song leader, scholar, artist. And we will introduce songs preceding on the Shabbat. So this is the Shamru you already heard, and will be another song, the Shabbat, also by Danny Messing. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ישראל לעולם, ששת ימים עשנו את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת בואי נפש.
This we know that Shabbat has kept us as we have kept Shabbat. We continue with the tefillah. We'll invite you, please, in body or in spirit, to rise. My mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Haganah, Gibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gamel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, מביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל, אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד חג השם, מחלקר חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצליח ישועה, ונאמן אדוני הכל,
ברוך אתה אדוני מחייך הכל.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. And please be seated. Let's continue our prayers together as we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. V'tzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amcha Yisrael, u'tfilatam be'ahava tikabel, be'ratzon, u'tehila ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. Eternal our God, your people Israel yearns for your favor. Receive their prayer with loving acceptance, and may you always desire your people's worship. Divine One, close to all who call upon you, bring your grace and presence near to those who serve you. Pour forth your spirit on us, and may our eyes see your merciful return to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shchinato l'tzion. Blessed are you, whose divine presence is felt again in Zion. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha l'chana elahodot. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving.
Please join us in singing your Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, Nasiim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, Nasiim le'olam. Ki ata melech Adon, Lechol HaShalom. Ki ata melech Adon, Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, Nasiim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, Nasiim le'olam. L'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, Nasiim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, Nasiim le'olam. Nasiim le'olam. Nasiim le'olam.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael bashalom. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel, who blesses all people with peace. Let's take a few moments, each of us, all of us, in our own way, in silence, in prayer, in meditation.
My God, guard my speech from evil and my lips from deception. Before those who slander me, I will hold my tongue. I will practice humility. Open my heart to your Torah, that I may pursue your mitzvot.
One, two, three. אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה ולנקר אליי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה ולנקר אליי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה ולנקר אליי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה ולנקר אליי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה ולנקר אליי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי יהיו לרצון אמרתי להגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני סורי לגורלי
Well, this is another piece by Danny Messing, and it was composed by him and performed also by him, and we'll be very thrilled to have him with us in January as our artist in residence. And we continue with the prayers for healing.
The images from his piece are a beautiful visual segue for us. I hope you'll find as well, to move our hearts and our words and our prayers to those who are aching, right? So many who are aching, whose bodies are aching, whose spirits are aching, whose ways need uplift. And so we hold them in our prayers now as we say, Mishaberach Abotenu V'Imotenu, Avraham Yitzchak V'Yakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel B'Leah, Hu Yivarech et Cholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and give strength to those who are struggling. We're holding in our prayers tonight Mark Friedman, Elizabeth Friedman, Shana Esther Bat Rochel, Joel Shemaskin, Chaya Necha Bat Riva Leah, Simon Brightman, Barbara Bayer, Katriel Parachia, Ben Herschel Laser V'Shoshana, Sally Graff, Sarah Bat Abraham V'Sarah, William Fawcett Jr., Alan Skirker, Chaim Ben Sarah Dina V'Yehoshua, Laura Braun, Shulamit Buzo, Raymond Condon, Susan Silton Tobias, Pamela Labatt Blackwell, Sandra Bello, Barbara DeCario, Eric Weiner, Marie Eichner, Kim Stanger Delisle, Grace Hughes, Jack Hughes, Yafa Sarah But Miriam Utzvi Hirsch, Tootie Driscoll, Ralph Bookbinder, Leona Johnson, Eileen Kaplan, Patrick Doherty, Miriam But Ella, Randy Weiss, Lynn Fragan, Yoni Fine, Stephen Brent, William Shemesh, Aryeh Bar-El, George Okrent, Rini Feingold, Marcia Blank, Masha Rochel Bat Leah Vyakov, the Grodensky family, Yitzhak Ben Leah, as well as those who you are holding in your own hearts. I will invite you, please, to actually unmute yourselves and share the name of those who you would like us to be holding in prayer as well. And let's add them to our prayers. Let's hear your voices and the names that you're holding dear right now.
Julia
Liz Ryan.
Patty Newman.
Tom Danielle.
Dallin Escoda.
Dan Muskota.
Marty
Sarah
Jacobson.
Pastella, Allison Rohr Sekeli.
Marty Jacobson.
Ernie Flockauer, Marvin Horowitz,
Marcia Scharfman, Leslie Frank, Judy Weiner.
Andrea Reynolds, Barbara Fox, David Cully, Sam Santoriello.
Faith Feldman.
Steve Bassie.
Melanie Funches.
Kelly Santora.
The very many who are impacted by COVID, whether they themselves have contracted it or they are caring for people who have contracted COVID. The numbers that we are seeing are staggering, and let us hold all of them and all of those who are working with them, and all of our hospital workers, all of our caregivers, all of our first responders, all of our mental health professionals, all of our school administrators, all of our transportation workers, all of the people who are serving us in places like stores and pharmacies whose health is at risk daily. Let's keep them in our prayers, as well as all of those whom you have named, and all of those who are in our hearts. As we say, may the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God send them swiftly renewal of body and renewal of spirit. And let us join together in saying, Amen.
Amen. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make all us a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mechor habracha avotenu v'stosini b'healing refuah shlema renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
And we turn now to a short story that I share with you, which seems fitting just as we are on the cusp of Hanukkah. We had a Vorspeise, right? We had an appetizer in the candle lighting. We heard the melody that is coming for us soon at Hanukkah time. You're seeing Hanukkah perhaps in your stores if you're out and about on TV. Those of us with kids are feeling the excitement in our own homes and looking to bring light and brightness and celebrate spirit over might. And so I thought I would share this story, this Hanukkah story with you that's called Even in the Darkest Places. And historically, you know, in the time that we have been on Zoom, I have worked hard to put my words up on screen so that I can look up at you. And today when I was trying to figure that out and had taken it from a book and was asking my daughter, you know, how I could figure out the technology to do it, she said, Mom, it's a story. Why don't you just read it? So I'm going to go old school and I'm just going to read the story while I'm going to look down, but my heart is with you and I'm looking up at the same time, but I'm going to go old school tonight for this story, which is called Even in the Darkest Places. It is Hanukkah. You may wonder how we know. Here in the most dreadful of places is Auschwitz, and wonder why we would care. When our small candle of a life could be snuffed out at any time by the whim of a camp guard, an officer, or the fever that rages through the bunks. But some of us do not forget, even here, that the Hanukkah lights we lit in our homes, it seems like forever ago, or the brave deeds of the Maccabean ancestors. But maybe here we remember these even more, the few against the many, the spirit mightier than the sword. Maybe even here a miracle could happen, maybe even a small one. There are only 8 of us children in the camp, and I am the oldest. Rivka, who comes from Warsaw, looks after me. She is like a sister to me. She promises me that we will have Hanukkah even here. Even here, she says. And I believe her. She has already managed to give each of us a dreidel, wooden ones carved with the letters Nun, Gimel, He, Shin that stand for a great miracle happened there. I twirl my dreidel and then I hide it. And I ask Rivka, where is this from? And she doesn't answer. But later I see Beryl, the shoemaker, walking outside, and he hobbles along and I wonder what's wrong with him. And then I see he's missing a shoe, one of his wooden clogs, and I know. I feel sorry for Beryl for giving up his shoe, but when I look up at him, he smiles and he winks. I will get another, he shrugs. It's for the holiday. And I think Beryl's dreidel is the nicest one I have ever had. Okay, dreidels from shoes, but candles and menorahs? How is Rivka going to manage these? But still, I am hopeful. For once in this camp, I am hopeful, for doesn't Rivka smile like she has a little secret hiding in her? It is getting dark and Rivka leads me very quietly to another bunk, one of the men's bunks. We creep close to the walls of the bunks for we must not be spotted by the guards. We have never done this before. And Rivka and me, I wonder at her bravery, at our bravery, and I pretend for just a moment, just one moment, that I am a Maccabee. And now we're inside the bunk, and others have crept here too, praying they will not be discovered. The bunk is full, but quiet, very quiet. I see Herschel and Chaim and the other children, and I count them, and we are all here, and many more adults. And the rabbi is here too. It is he who remembered. It is he who keeps count of the holy days, even here where nothing seems holy. He stands in front of a box. I look down and stare at what I see. There are 9 tiny tins on the table, the kind used in making cloth buttons. There's no sound as the rabbi pulls a homemade candle and then another from his pocket. Perhaps he is a magician as well as a rabbi. Or maybe even he is Elijah the prophet himself. And Rivka pokes my side and her face says, I told you so. I squeeze her hand. I'm still holding it because the fear of coming here hasn't left me, or the excitement. She whispers and she nods toward the menorah and the candles, so softly I can hardly hear. Tins from inside coat buttons, the candles fat from food rations saved bit by bit. Wicks, she pulls on a thread of her thin dress, many threads twisted together. So the rabbi isn't a magician or Elijah, but still the menorah and the candles are magical in the darkness of the bunk, our home now, our house of fear. The rabbi sticks the candles to the tins by melting them a little, and then he lights them. First the shamash and then one candle, and their glow warms up the whole bunk and it drives some of the fear away. And the rabbi is singing. His deep, soft voice breaks the silence. The first blessing tells us how God has commanded us to light these Hanukkah lights. The second tells of the miracles God performed for us in the days of the Maccabees. And some people begin to murmur, that's what we need, a miracle. And when the rabbi sings the third blessing, people start to cry, soft cries. Blessed are you, God, who granted us life and brought us to this season. We who are barely alive, we who have lost so many of our loved ones cry. But the rabbi's words stay with us through the sobs, the words, the candles, the light. We stare and we listen. Even in the darkest of places, we have somehow found a way to kindle the lights. And I will remember that Hanukkah forever, no matter what happens. I share this story with you, this sense that even in the darkness, there can be light. Even when hope is thought to be extinguished in a place like none of us could have imagined, there was a communal energy. There was hope, there was light, there was will to continue forward. And as we move into Hanukkah next week, right next Thursday is when we begin, we do our part as best we can to create light and to move that light forward into whatever corners we can. And I thought it was such a powerful and such a beautiful story for us to hear that I wanted to share it with you as well. So as you begin Hanukkah, let it be a markedly different one as only it could be. And let us each aspire to do what we can to bring and to cast light into the corners that need it most.
Thank you. That's so beautiful, Robin. We have birthday blessings.
The light that we get to celebrate, those who have blessings in the month of December. Al Schwartz, we know you are among them. Who else has a birthday in December? Raise your hand. So we raise your hand and keep it up so we can see. Alan Wertheimer, I see, and Judy. Keep your hands up because I have a couple of screens to go. Both Alan and Judy are December birthdays? Nice, 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 nice. Jean, are you a December birthday? Nope, okay. Keep your hands up so we can all see. Al and the Conways, excellent. And who else? Any other December birthdays?
Vicky,
thank you. Thank you.
Horovitz.
Right. Excellent, excellent. So we share this birthday blessing with you, you whose birth we celebrate, you who we wish good health and contentment and peace. We say Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, O God who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Bless you who have birthdays we celebrate in this month. Bless you with an appreciation for this new stage in your life. May you draw deeply from the well of learning, growth, and deepening of spirit, carrying with you all that has given you meaning and joy this day, this month, opening new possibilities for sweetness and light in the days to come. May you be blessed with health and strength, with contentment, courage, and a deepening compassion for the world and all who share the world together. And we share the Shechianu together on behalf of your special day, whether it has just passed or is still to come. We invite you please to join us in the singing of the Shechianu, words that were also echoed in the story that we just heard. Please join us in the Shechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And for our little ones as well, if you are under the age of 13, we'll ask you to raise your hand so we can see you. If you're not yet bar bat mitzvah, raise your hand so we can see you. We're glad that you're here tonight. We miss seeing you. And we're glad for those of you who have joined us. And together with our December birthdays, we offer you each and all God's blessing and our prayers for goodness. May God bless you and may God keep you. May God's light shine upon you and may God be gracious to you. May you feel God's presence within you always, around you always, and may you find and may you know peace as we all of us join in saying, Amen.
Amen.
We'll turn now to our concluding prayers. The Elena will ask you please in body or in spirit to join us as we rise.
לתת גאולה לייצר בראשית, שלא סתם רצות, ולא סתם מונק משפט אדמה, שלא סתם חלקינו כהם, וגורלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We turn our thoughts to loved ones whom death has taken from us in recent days and those who died at this season in years past. Our hearts open as well to the wider circles of loss in our community and wherever, the far too many places where grief touches the human family. During the period of Shloshim, these last 30 days, we are mourning the loss of Charlie Schachter, husband of Joyce Schachter. Alan DeMeo, brother of Janet Nemitz, Chris Sura, nephew of Peggy Cherkasky, and relative of Lori Harder. With forgiveness for the mispronunciation, Elise Autentaus, the mother of Yoka Adar Stam, and Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, all during the period of Shloshim. Today marks a yahrzeit, an anniversary of passing for Stanley Abrams, Matilda Aresti, Gerald Berg, Murray Berlowitz, Stanley Burshad, Alberto Bitton, Frederick Brewer, Nathan Chatlin, Toby Fay Cherry, Edith Folkman, Paulina Ginsberg, Millie Goldenshare, Meyer Grisbord, Samuel Guest, Sam Kaufman, Milton Kunkin, Helene Lipton, Eloi Luck, Leonard Mass, Anthony Marciano, Sarah Orbach, Dorothy Paganelli, Israel Parnas, Leonard Stoller, Herman Sapnik, Guido Troiano, James Yerger, Moshe Zaidel. If there are other names that you would add to either list or names better spoken aloud by you, please would you unmute yourself and share that name aloud with us at this time.
Mike Robinson.
Mary Jane Weed. Paul Brewer.
Allison Paddock.
Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing as we join together in the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal, Vit Kadash, Shmei Rabbah, Be'alma Divrach Yerutei V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon V'yomechon, V'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala U'Vizman Kariv V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Omei Omaye. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Dekudesha B'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. May the source of peace bestow peace on all who mourn, and may we be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved as we join together in saying, Amen. And please be seated. I share with you now at this time some announcements for the week that is coming. We have Torah study tomorrow morning at 9:15 and services at 10:30. And tomorrow evening, we have the start of our monthly, once a month, Havdalah for everybody, and with some interactive online games as well. That starts at 5:30. That's geared towards everybody at all ages and stages. Tomorrow or Sunday morning, we have religious school at 9:30 and the Torah Chanting Club at 10:30. If you are looking to be involved with that, be in touch with the cantor or just come that morning as well. And I'm sure you can get started with her in some way that makes sense, or maybe listen along and figure out how to get started along the way. Thursday night, as I mentioned, is the first night of Hanukkah, and we have a whole plethora of events that you can find on our website and in snippets, a whole bunch of wonderful events to help us bring and shed and cast light in different ways together, and to both listen and be a recipient of some of what has been recorded, to hear some of your voices as well, and also to interact. So do check out our website to see what all the different offerings are. A week from tonight, we have our young family Hanukkah and Shabbat service, followed by a craft activity at 5 p.m., followed by our Hanukkah Choral Shabbat with the premiere of the Sinai Sings project that many of you have been involved with, and candlelighting at 6 p.m. So do join us next Friday night as well as we celebrate both Shabbat and Hanukkah. Next Saturday morning, a week from tomorrow morning, we have our next bat mitzvah as Gracie Peltz becomes a bat mitzvah. She's called to the Torah. She is the daughter of Jack Peltz and Gina Merlis, and we hope that you'll join us for that. And then that afternoon, it's a lot of stuff to keep track of for Hanukkah. At 2 p.m., we have the Shabbat sweet spin. It's a dreidel delight. It's an edible dreidel it's geared towards kids, but if you haven't done it, I would encourage you to come and try. It's a lot of fun. And a little delicious to boot. So come next week on the 12th to join in that. And Elise will be also doing a program that night with candle lighting at 7 p.m. So do join us then. And I think those are all my announcements. Tell me if there's anything that we should know about from where you sit, anything in the community, anything in your world that we should know about, a celebration, an accomplishment, a joy. What should we know about from where you are?
Rabbi, I just want to mention next Friday is, as you mentioned, Hanukkah Choral Shabbat. And if everybody could just plug your device that you're watching on TV on a big screen, so you can enjoy the pre-recorded choral songs and your songs that you recorded, the Hanukkah, and I already saw all the songs. They sound amazing. So you should really watch them on a big screen TV, or at least any flat TV. So the same what you did for High Holidays. So do the same for next week. Would be great.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have an announcement. I'm getting surgery on Tuesday, the 8th.
Okay. All right. So thanks for letting us know. We're going to keep you in our prayers for a good, strong recovery and for a successful surgery. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us know. Thanks for letting us know. Anything else, friends, that we should know about? I see there are lots who have joined us tonight. And anything else that we should know about? Okay. Well, let us continue as we turn to Motzi and our closing song. And I think we have for Motzi, we have another honoree. So just before we get to Motzi, show us your halot before the Grifoni family joins us. Shabbat deliciousness, right? Great. And Grifoni family, this is for you to help us give thanks for that which is sustaining and nourishing, and that which allows us to really give double the thanks on Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. B'tevon.
My closing song is Gesher Tzar Me'od. The entire world is but a narrow bridge, but the most important thing is not to be afraid. Please join me. Hanam Kuno, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od. Hanam Kuno, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od. Shabbat Shalom.
We wish you Shabbat Shalom, good health, good peace, and we'll unmute everybody, and you'll have the opportunity to wish everybody Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom,
everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Everybody's yelling.
Shabbat Shalom.
I can't.
Shabbat Shalom.
I have quiet. I can't.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor.
They are where?
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, I see.
Tanner Brun, don't forget about me and Michael's anniversary.
Oh, Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
1 year, 5 months. Can you believe it?
Happy anniversary.
Almost.
Happy anniversary.
Almost.
Every day counts.
Oh, what about you two, huh?
Right.
I don't know who she is, but she's sweet. I don't know why we can't leave.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Be well.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. We love you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hello, my big boy over there.
Daddy, do you want to?
Shalom. He heard me.